sigmoid is this small area. It's a very small bone. There's the crystal gale, which is this small ridge. Around it, the little plate around it is called the cribiform plate, and on a real skull there's little dots, and these are called the cribiform foramina or olfactory foramina, and that's where you get your smell up through your nose. If this was a real skull, you'd see. And then these are the nasal conchae, these 4 ridges around that. This is the vomer, this bottom part of the perpendicular plate, and now we're going to move on to the mandible. This is the mandibular fossa, where the mandible connects. Is that what it's called? And then this is the mandibular notch. This whole thing is the mandible. So this is the mandibular notch, and this part that reaches up is called the condylar, where the mandible meets the temporal. The mental foramen are these holes. Foramen means hole, and so the 2 holes around the chin. This is in the nasal area. The maxilla is above your mouth. And the interorbital foramen are these holes in your cheekbones. The palatal process is this roof of the mouth, and this is the palatin bone, and the palatin process is what reaches towards the mandible. We have the zygoid bone, or the zygomatic bone, and this is the temporal process of the zygomatic bone, the zygomatic process of the temporal bone. And then on a fetal skull, we'll just imagine this front area that would be a triangle is the anterior fontanelle. Back here where all 3 of these meet would be the posterior fontanelle. And then we would have the sphenoidal fontanelle is the area where all of these things are meeting up here, right here. And then the mastoidal fontanelle would be back here where all these 3 sutures meet. And that's before the skull fuses. There's still soft tissue holes on an infant.